Novelist James Foster and his wife Em spend time at a resort in the fictional seaside country of Litalka, 3, where a local festival is underway. The couple's chronic marital strife is exacerbated when Gabby, a fan of the only novel James has published, invites them to spend time with her and her husband Albin. The four have dinner and spend the next day driving in the countryside, even though they have been warned that tourists are to remain on the resort grounds at all times. At a beach, as James urinates behind a tree, Gabby unexpectedly grabs him from behind and gives him a handjob. After a long day of sunbathing and cooking, the tourists drunkenly drive back to their hotel. En route, James accidentally hits a local man, killing him. Gabby insists that they cannot call the police as the country is corrupt and they will not be safe. The next day, James is arrested and told that the penalty for his crime is death at the hand of his victim's firstborn son. However, the country has a unique system of justice whereby the guilty, for a hefty fee, can be cloned and have their duplicates killed in their place. James, who married into money, pays the fee to escape execution. However, as part of the deal, he must watch the execution of his clone. While Em is horrified by the entire affair and wants to leave immediately, James is titillated by the spectacle and doesn't share her urgency. He discovers that his passport is missing but encourages Em to return to the United States. James extends his stay by a week and encounters Gabby and Albin again. They introduce him to a small group of Western tourists who all have been convicted of serious crimes and have paid to watch their doubles killed. These people return to the resort annually, commit heinous crimes, and pay to watch their doubles get slaughtered. Over the next several days, they encourage James to transform into a libertine criminal, encouraging him to kill locals, engage in intoxicated orgies. As he uses a local hallucinogen with Gabby, it's unclear how much of the orgy is real, and abuse other resort guests. One night James is tricked into brutalizing a clone of himself he had been led to believe was the detective who initially arrested him. In a moment of clarity and panic, James retrieves the passport he had hidden in order to stay in Litalka and attempts to flee. However, the tourist group abducts him from the bus transporting him to the airport. Gabby reveals that she finds him pathetic, that she never read his book, and that he was targeted by the group, which is abusing him for their own amusement. The accident James and Em had with Gabby and Albin made their plan easier to implement. James runs off into a nearby wilderness, but Gabby shoots him in the leg. After hours of wandering, James collapses at a farm, where a local family takes him in to recuperate. In his drugged state, he experiences another series of hallucinations. Once he has regained his strength, he is again confronted by Gabby's group, who order him to kill a leashed duplicate of himself they refer to as the dog to complete his transformation into a murdering tourist. He initially refuses, but when the clone attempts to kill him, James beats him to death. Gabby consoles James by exposing her bare breast, covering it with the warm blood of the dog and inviting him to simulate breastfeeding. The next day, as they head back to the United States, the other tourists casually chat about upcoming errands, while James is visibly traumatized. Waiting in the airport for his flight, he resolves to remain behind instead. He returns to the closed resort, where he sits alone amidst the downpour of the monsoon.
Please subscribe for more movie